Today we're going to be going through some debates that you probably heard at least once in your life. These are the most annoying debates that come up at least like every fucking year. So let's just go through them and let's just see what the correct answer is. Pineapple on pizza. Oh my god, this is always listed as a controversial opinion on Hinge or whatever fucking dating app. You know what's a controversial opinion? Saying that you have a personality, then putting some shit like that. I personally love it. I think it's good. But if I go to fucking Italy or something, I'm not gonna be fucking begging for pineapple on pizza. Some people ride this way too hard, and I say, dude, fucking chill out. It's a fucking westernized idea, isn't it? That's why they call it a Hawaiian pizza, and I'm pretty sure it didn't even originate in Hawaii. Speaking of pizzas, olives. Do not make me eat one because I will spit that shit out at the old lady eating by herself in that Italian restaurant. If there's like a charcuterie board and there's like a cup full of olives, either my mom's eating them or I'm chucking them in my mouth and just spitting them out the window. But listen, if it's on a pizza, I'll fucking eat it. I'm not a fucking child. I'm not gonna pick it out like a fucking degenerate in a restaurant. But if there's like a custom pizza making station and you can pick all your ingredients, olives is like the last thing I'm picking. Which way should the toilet paper face? How is this even a question, people? Come on. If this is the wall and the toilet paper roll is here, it should be going like this. If it goes towards the wall, what the fuck are you doing? This is kind of an odd one. Sauces and condiments, where do they belong? In the fridge or the cupboard? Let me solve this one real quick. Grab any fucking condiment. What does it say on the back for instructions? Keep it refrigerated. What does that mean? Put it in the fucking refrigerator unless you want a fucking 3 centimeter layer of white mold just topping off your ketchup. Is that what you want? Extra mayo with your ketchup? I don't think so. That sounds fucking disgusting. Speaking of ketchup, hot dogs. Is it a sandwich? No. Is it a sub? No, because subs, the incision is this way. Hot dogs are this way. If anything, it's more like a taco. But does it have to be one or the other? No, who the fuck made that rule? It's like saying a brownie has to either be a cake or a cookie. A brownie can just be a brownie, people. Same with a hot dog. A hot dog can just be a hot dog. Shut the fuck up. Okay, now what do you pour first, the cereal or the milk? Now, I've never actually seen anyone pour the milk first, but if I did, I'm ripping my ass off and just throwing it into the bowl of cereal because they don't deserve to eat cereal if they do that. I'm sorry, but if there's actually people who do that and it's not just made up for like internet debates, please pour your milk first, then just drown yourself in it. Don't even bother with the cereal. Pissing in the shower. I mean, I think it's fine personally, but I can understand why people will be grossed out. What is a shower? It's like a big fucking toilet bowl and it's constantly flushing. Living in the city or living in the mountains? I can understand the argument for both sides, but if you made me live in the middle of New York City, I can probably last there for decades. You put me in the mountains, I'm lasting there maybe a week before I just jump off a cliff and no one discovers my body for at least a fortnight. That's if my cottage or whatever the fuck has like a spa and like a nice fireplace, and even that's not gonna sustain me for at least a month. Are you kidding me? What the fuck am I gonna do? Hunt deers? Hunt rabbits? No, and interact with the same 3 fucking people while I get my meat pie for breakfast and a coffee and some pastries. That actually sounds kind of nice. But no, I can't do that for a month. Last one. I know some people get their undies real tight about this one, but let's just settle it once and for all. Do listening to audiobooks count as reading books? And I know this is gonna be hard because I know most of you haven't read a book since high school, and even then you probably fucking spark notes the entire thing. Let's get this out of the way. Physically reading, it's an active movement. Listening is passive. So in terms of being more impressive, if there's a 1,000-word book, fucking reading every word, that's gonna be more impressive to me. Although people who are neurodivergent and like struggle to read hundreds of tiny letters with like hundreds of lines on a page, mate, just go for the audiobooks. Who cares? You're getting the same content anyway, just delivered differently. Although I will say, if you're one of those people who claim they can't read because their mind just wanders off and just the way they are, shut the fuck up. Maybe it's because you scroll on TikTok and Instagram 5 hours a day. That's probably the reason why. Don't fucking try to paint it as some like natural quirk that you're born with. Most people could read pretty well when they're a kid, and they just goes to shit once they get their first iPhone. Like physically reading a book though, it's definitely more of an investment, and you look cooler while doing it in public. You're not just staring off into space while listening to the words, and you're not just creeping some mother and their child out on the train. And maybe if you do struggle to read, you can listen to the audiobook while reading, and then slowly you can take off the audiobook off later. And this is becoming a fucking lecture. I don't give a shit about your reading habits. Now, if I had more than 100 subscribers, I would say this is fucking sponsored by Audible or whatever the fuck. But if Audible sponsored me right now, they'd probably be losing money. Like the wages they pay for someone to respond to me by email, it's not worth it. So like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe, comment down below your opinions and thoughts, listen to my music, follow me on Instagram, TikTok. That's it. See you next week.
10, 1, 5 in the open night.